It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we got something, well, it seems pretty special. Certainly has a special price tag for a Weissbier. I paid £4 for this beer. Never heard of it before. It's Brauerei Pinkus, and it's their Weissbier, HefeWeizen. Quite interesting to look at on the label, very kind of like traditional, if you like. An old brew like meet-up place where they all used to, original brew fulling, where they used to kind of meet and have a drink. Fantastic times. 500 milliliter bottle, dark brown glass. Cost me £3.99. £3.99, and we do have a bottle cap as well. I just want to show you the bottle cap on this one. Ooh, hang on. Oh, I think you'll see most of it. I'm not going to spend minutes and minutes peeling a label off. You get the drift of that, don't you? Yeah, Pinkus. Right, okay, so without further ado, £3.99. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. I mean, fantastic times. You don't see that so much anymore, do you? That's a proper beer hall, that is, where people meet and drink and have fun. Little bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Now, I did the Stone Crow Virtual Pub last night, and I used both Weissbier glasses that I have, so I've got something as similar as I possibly could to a Weissbier glass. It's very close. It has a little etching on the bottom, so it might cause a little bit of carbonation, but let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. So I'm hoping this is good. Talking about the Stone Crow last night, I drank a lot of these Franziskaner Weissbiers, which you can pick up in British supermarkets for quite, let's put that down. That's a lot of carbonation, wow. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. 4 or 5 finger head frothing out over the top. Yeah, so my point here is £4. £4 for this Weissbier. You pay £2.30 maybe for the Franziskaner, nearly half the price. You're probably, if your mind works like my mind, you're probably thinking to yourself, I want this Weissbier to be twice as good because I paid nearly twice the money. But it's all distribution. It's probably a case that this Weissbier was, you know, brought over a couple of cases and it's expensive that way. Costs a lot to get it here, whereas it's someone like InBev, isn't it? I think Franziskaner's InBev. Yeah, AB InBev, so they can distribute this beer quite easily for quite cheaply, can't they? AB InBev being one of the biggest brewers in the world. So that beer has settled itself down quite nicely. Straw coloured beer, good levels of carbonation. It's probably nice to get rid of some of that carbonation actually. It seemed quite aggressive aroma. Smells good. Lots of hop aroma on this one, like a spicy pepperiness, a little bit of banana, a little bit of clove, but I think a lot of that is caught up in the head of the beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that is delicious. That is very, very delicious. 5% ABV. It's drinking like a... Oh, it's drinking like a lager. Like, what I mean by that is, it's got the mouthfeel of a lager and the flavour of a Weissbier. Oh, that's rather nice. It's quite citrusy. Very, very refreshing. Really refreshing beer. I think, and I'm gonna, if you don't mind, because I was just drinking it last night, going back to the Franziskaner, it's quite rich and creamy. It's got like a full bodied taste. I love it. Love the stuff. It's one of my favourite beers of all time. But it's got this richness to it, this creaminess to it. Whereas this beer has all that kind of like Weissbier hallmark, all of that lovely banana, cloves, spices, a little bit of citrus flavour, but it's really, really refreshing. A really, really refreshing beer then. I'm desperate to get the last bit in, but I'm conscious that it's going to rage that carbonation again. So let's drink some more of the beer. Oh, that is lovely. That is. I think the only thing is, like I was just saying, it's £4 a bottle. So if you were to have, and I drank 4 Weissbiers last night. If you were to have 4 of these, that's £16, isn't it? But I mean, is it £16 well spent? Yeah. Yes, I would definitely say so. Just able now to get that last little bit of yeast from the bottom of the bottle. I was desperate to get that in. I mean, it has caused the beer to be a little bit more carbonated again. Now we can really try the beer. I just wondered if it's added a layer of kind of like or more mouthfeel, a little bit more of a rich mouthfeel by adding that yeast. Not really. It's a little creamier. It's got a little bit more mouthfeel, but it's still very refreshing. It's a fabulous Weissbier, this. Absolutely fabulous. Everything's in German. They talk about the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German purity law. You can only brew with hops, yeast, water, malt, and be able to call it beer. Anything else is different. It's not a beer. Is it any English? See, so this beer was not even, I don't even think it was, oh yeah, here we are. Ingredients: water, wheat malt, barley malt, hops and yeast. There we go. Organically grown. Yeah, it's lovely. That is a lovely, lovely wheat beer. And the sun is shining this morning. The sun is shining, so I might go and finish the rest of this in the garden. I'm going to rate it though. Superb Weissbier. Looks good, smells good, tastes fantastic. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.